actually was vying for a vice president position. Remember, there were speculations that Chinomona wanted to also be the vice president, or maybe they were promised by Mnangagwa that I can give you this position. If you push the 2030, yeah, you are going to be served your positions. We should include Mudenda. I can't believe such a seasoned guy could actually be embarrassing us like this. What can we talk about as far as these guys and the lack of principles, no wisdom concerned? But we're gonna look at that story this afternoon. And also Chiwenga, okay, he had another burial today that he was presiding. Okay, zeroing into the issue of succession. He has been selling himself, as far as the bashing of corruption is concerned, and also unifying our people. That's what we've always been crying for, for the past few decades. If we can all remember, we all been vying for the same. Chamisa selling the very same principles as well. So we are getting really, really, into the most interesting times. Yo, what the elder said last night is exactly what Chiwenga is saying today. Okay, and I want you to actually listen to him. We'll listen to him a little bit later. But like I mentioned earlier on, guys, let me make this clear. I just want to shed some light here because when I looked at what's going on social media, especially the comments, I was telling you that TikTok is buzzing like big time. Okay, I told you my ex has been suspended because of ZANU-PF stooges who actually reported me so that at least they can try to extinguish the fire. But anyway, I'm not worried about that. I'm always going to run with other platforms. But very importantly, we need to talk about what's going on currently. I have seen some of the comments, okay? People are very, very much, a bit unstable as far as what's going on is concerned. They're thinking that we may going back to 2017. Zanfet may try to hoodwink us. Let me make this clear. I think there's some that you guys are not seeing here. What we are fighting with in 2025 is actually not even the political issue, it's criminals. So the challenge that is in Zimbabwe today is the criminal cartel, is the network of criminals that Mnangagwa presides on, is what we need to focus on. Forget about other things. And I think Hopo Chimono once even laid bare on X that Mnangagwa has created a criminal network. And all these guys report to him. I think you also heard Tinashi Jonas when he came out last time, even though some people were saying, "Oh, but he's a CIO guy." He said a lot. And we need to listen to people before we comment and apply our wisdom. Because what we need right now is to do away with evil in the country, especially criminal activities. Because abuse of human rights, okay, abductions and torture is simply to protect the criminals that Mnangagwa was protecting too. You see Chinese people that are looting our minerals, who's protecting them? Mnangagwa was protecting them. The president. Otherwise, they wouldn't even be doing what they're doing without getting to face resistance. But unfortunately, we are in a huge predicament. But now, like I mentioned to you guys, if it's your first time to pass through the channel, just subscribe. Subscribe because yeah, here we chat, yeah. Okay. This is a family, we just gonna have a good time. And don't forget to like them, to also turn on the notification button. To my regulars, I can see almost 100 people just tuning in right now as we speak, zeroing into the succession battle. It's an interesting days ahead. Please don't forget to like the live. All of y'all, just like the live now, and you do me good. Then you can push algorithm, inviting everyone to the conversation. Zimbabweans, it's your time, it's your season. Bear in mind, you have been given an opportunity to say, don't worry, the streets are clean. You guys just talk. Freedom of speech everywhere. No one is going to be arrested. I love that. I love that. But anyway, now the issue for Opam Shinguri, dying to be the VP of the country. She has been promised. What does Opam Shinguri want from Zimbabwe? That old woman. Go home and play with your grandchildren. What does she? You want to be the vice president of Zimbabwe? Yo, this is not a nursing home. We want people who can push the agenda of making Zimbabwe great again. But let me read what Shimama said. She said, tell Opam Shinguri to stop playing with fire. She will never be a vice president of a cartel. Tatamba Zakwana, Pasna Owen Muda, Ziyambi, and all thieves, Bakati G team, 20, 30 years, it's over for you. And there are t-shirts that are being burned. As we speak, there was being burned this morning. These t-shirts belong to Opam Chinguri's campaign. Okay, a bunch of them. White colors with their pictures burning to ashes. Some people are saying, no, it's over. No, we do not want this in this country. Let me read some of the reactions on Opam Chinguri's bid to become the vice president of Zimbabwe. And didn't we say things are not well in ZANU-PF? Okay, they're just not well. The village said, Opa, izungairwa chairo kuchemberera ubenzi. Okay, I'm not talking to. I look through Karamakuruga. I can't. Okay, I don't know how they can read this. Sometimes I skip because I don't like to swear. I like to communicate in a reasonable manner. Okay, so Jameson Smanda said, Munemari Butambisa Imimi Manbe ZANU-PF. He also swore, but I can't repeat. Passing ZANU-PF must go. Someone say, Ekaje, theatrics is God's punishment. She said on the death of innocent children during COVID. And also don't forget that she's being accused of pulling a trigger and that killed Josiah Magamba Chokogan. I don't know what that is, but there are allegations that Opam Chiwu is actually the one that pulled the trigger. All right. All these guys were promised some positions, but Mnangagwa is you rub my back, I rub yours, okay? You get the money from me and the cars, but you're gonna do my dirty work, okay? You get all these trinkets and get all that you can, but there will be a cost attached to it. That's one of the reasons why these criminals began to expand, hoping that they will get protection. What a foolish lot! Because imagine you want to be protected by an 83-year-old man. I can only imagine he's signing out. Only fools can do that. Honestly, only fools can do so. So Owen Muda is in trouble. He's in trouble. But because these guys were pushing, but there is something that they dropped today. Shocking. But I agree with them though, because we know Owen Muda has always been accused of really pulling a lot of like very criminal pushes in the country. So Patson said that her comrade Bigeza has confirmed that all the generals that died since 2017 Owen Muda Ngube had a hand in it. Listen to this. This guy's gonna rot in prison. He's carrying out these dirty work tasks of wiping out all those who can be a threat to Mafidi dynasty. Thank you for that fired up pressers and PF Icha Sugar. It's already here. I think Muda, this character, it looks like a deranged person, really a mentally ill guy. That's what I see. With all respect, I see a mentally ill guy because the character, the way that he behaves, something is it's just not right. But you also know that when it rains, it pours, right? When it rains, it's got a tendency of pouring. Okay, but God knows how grateful I am that in Zimbabwe this year the rains really rained, so there will never be poverty. But things are not looking good. Chiwenga is cementing what the father said yesterday. When I talk about the father, I'm talking about the war veterans. I've told you that the war veterans are not just speaking. Okay, there's a lot going on in the background. You will see it when it unravels at the right time and forum. But one thing I want to know is the fathers are not alone. The fathers are just a front, okay? The fathers are just really a front. And there's a lot of people that have been checking out. I'm like, their quietness is quite very loud for me. Okay, it's very loud. But we all know is the succession. Because remember, when you play this game, you must play smart. It's dog eat dog. And here is fire for fire. It's like, it's death or the motherland. I like to use that statement. It's death or the motherland. So we will choose death than to lose Zimbabwe or motherland. Okay. All right, let's listen to Chiwenga again annihilate the issue of corruption. Now, not only annihilate the issue of corruption, now he actually said, I know he's referring to Chibayo. And Chibayo is going to be arrested with all the thing. I'm going to get a little bit later. But let's listen to Chiwenga and what he's saying. Let's listen to Chiwenga, please. Very, very interestingly, what he said. As I said, it's sorry. No, but I think before I play Chiwenga, I want you to listen to what the war vet said. There's another war vet who spoke something very powerful that I want you to take a listen because it's very important information that we need to put on record. Take a listen, please.
You to be there forever and declare this country a one-party state and lead this country the Nikolai Sheshki's way in this century. Zimbabwe is its own brains. This is a country with a high literacy rate, and as such, we cannot be fooled by clueless, arrogant, and corrupt leadership. We can't, and this must be resisted with the full force. This must be resisted with the people's power. And there is no one who is going to defeat or conquer people's power. You can fool yourselves. The world has been full of dictators who thought they were invincible. The Emperor Bokassa from Central African Republic, the Idi Amins of this world, name them, but they have all gone under. and he can never be an exception. It is his time to live peacefully or otherwise. He is not invisible. He thinks he has got support, but they are lying. These are criminals. The day he is out, they will start to celebrate his departure. I thank you.
Oh, I love when Jess speaks. Did you hear the sound of the fathers agreeing with him? I love it. You know, when but what's my dad I did when they're sitting around and they're talking. You can hear the fathers and they're agreeing with so much respect and honor. Okay, shout out to my fathers. I just love you. I wish I could just give you hugs, yo, because you're amazing. You know, as a daughter, I understand the power of a father when he speaks. There's authority. So I believe in my fathers and I walk with them. I salute you, sis. I salute you. All right, let me read what Majero Jero said. He said, post the November 2017 coup, Emerson Mnangagwa started surrounding himself with those who have now become new war veterans. Okay, people like Wikino Shibayo, Passion Java, Shaky World, Pete Sai Sampwanya, Hubert Angel, Honorable Machakaire, Owen Muda, and his sons. The real war veterans become regents, and which is actually a point that I agree because we have seen Mnangagwa only roaming around with thieves, criminals, liars, fake prophets. I mean, do you know the church? And I think the other reason why he's going to fall from grace heavily, falling, he was going to fall anyway, because he tampered with the church of Jesus Christ. Okay, he tampered with the church of Jesus Christ. Once you use the church to do your dirty work, the owner of the church, Jesus Christ, will defend it. You will humiliate you. You know, there's no move that the enemy can make that will surpass the move of Jesus Christ. I understand. You just touch the church. You touch the wrong place. You can do your dirty works. Nobody cares. But don't try with the church. Do not. Okay. I also have seen Mana Java. Java had the nerve to say that he's actually the reason why Wendy did not get access to Asia. He says, I could not believe I'm looking at this boy. I'm like, do you know that you're almost falling? I love how God has come through. You guys, can you just see the wind of how the wicked is losing the power? Look at what happened in America. Look at what happened with Onadidi. Look at what's going on in the world. The world is changing. God is doing away with evil and is raising God-fearing people because it's the season to rebirth the nation. The enemy has lost again. Has lost again. So fake prophets are also falling. Also falling. So, like I mentioned to you earlier on, I wanted to hear Daddy first before we actually hear what Chiwenga said. Again, Basta days in Mnangagwa, but very smart. One of the things that I want to tell you is that Chiwenga is becoming a seasoned, like talking like a president. Okay, remember sometimes he used to do some funny pronunciation, but it's a different story now. He pronounced in a very very delicate way. He's becoming eloquent, in his speaking. Real with stature is the dressing. The suits are clean, and it's just he's got a character of maybe just like maybe I don't know it's gonna be 3 months president or I don't know how many years or maybe prior to 2020 because some people say it's our candidate. I always say I think the best one could be Kasugina, but who am I? I can't decide for them. I want to take a listen to what he said. And just cementing what Dad said yesterday. Our fathers, when fathers speak, I get excited. Let's take a listen to Chiwenga, please. It's not looking good, Mnangagwa. It's over for ED. It's really over. I mean it. Take a listen.
Comrade Mpamanga was a great patriot, demonstrated by tireless dedication and self-service. He understood the sacrifices required for progress and continuously sought to uplift our people, echoing the wartime mantra that called for unity and a collective vision for our nation's future. In mind comes the song, Tose tichaguta kumusha, mu Zimbabwe yakasununguka. Rumbo rwaimbwa zvinhu zvakaomarara. It was a call which helped us endure hardships. Indeed, which gave us a glimpse of a brave new world we were all carving through shared sacrifices. We fought for a total Zimbabwe, fought for all its wealth, the minerals, the flora, the fauna, its cultures, its heritage, its identities, its beliefs. Indeed, we fought for its rise as a soaring great nation. The wartime call urged us not to be greedy and selfish, not to be corrupt and egocentric, or to be narrow-minded and tribalistic. We all swore to a shared future in which everyone had a place on the table, a place in the sun, for a culture of equal opportunity where every Zimbabwean served in equal measure. Zveubvanzu kudya kwemhumhi takazviramba. When our president says, leaving no one and no place behind, he is reminding us of this wartime covenant, a covenant we must all live by across generations, starting and including our very own. Zimbabwe belongs to all of us. We must share its God-given bound. Share its bound equally. So no one, not even the weak, the widowed, or the orphaned, are displaced or elbowed out by the strong in a mad rat race to grab unmerited privileges. Corruption has to end. Justin so far, his eyes so far to catch a sign of the profound, timeless needs of a people as they evolve across generations, across time and across space. We knew our God, that the God of Zimbabwe has hidden treasures, hidden them not from us, hidden them for us to enjoy in a free Zimbabwe. The gold, the diamonds, the platinum, the much sought after lithium, the uranium, gas, oil, rare earth minerals, and much more, all of which no foreigner saw or fully enjoyed before our time. God hid all for us, his children, we the children of Zimbabwe.
Right. What a powerful speech. Again, just aligning with what the elders said yesterday. I've told you that there's a lot going on in the background, and the right time and forum is going to unravel itself. But I'm excited because I just love the brains that really came together to pull this thing. Because these criminals, if today I saw Whitney Shibayo dining with the Kenya. Did you say that he has been in and out of Kenya all the time? Now he's trying to show that he wants to provide electricity to Kenya. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you want to go and steal there again? Why is it people don't learn? Like if you don't learn, I saw people started writing to Ruto and said, stay away from these people, stay away. He had the money for Rwanda, and we never saw no solar panels at all for the past how many years now? None. They just took the money and go. So honestly, the time is coming for Weekend Ochibai. They're very clear. They're going after not only Weekend Ochibai. He spoke about the people that with the big tummies and when everybody's suffering. Weekend has got a big tummy. We saw an Asinkas since the time that they betrayed the struggle in 2023. Their tummies had grown. Remember, he was given a Fortuna coach allegations. This guy living large is going to go abroad for treatment. It's because they have betrayed the struggle. Okay. You also look at what's going on with Obedimopov. You name it. I don't know with Obedimopov. What's the problem with all the monies that he has? And people have said he actually owns Victoria Post, but it doesn't look like he's always filthy. I'm like, that's what happens when the money is scarce. Nothing works. You can't even be clean. Even he doesn't even have all the dollars that you have. But I'm trying. I'm just trying, yo. All I'm just saying is we cannot afford to allow these people destroying our lives. There's nothing fancy about them. After you, the power of speaking is you can, disempower the enemy by simply speaking truth. Truth will always prevail. And somebody asked a question and said, "In that but one question, Jean Putin, Paguti, say Mnangagwa, why?" And this was the answer. Let me read the answer that Majara said. He said he thinks he is invincible, and his stubbornness is driven by the confidence that he has in his distant relative Philip Valerio Spanda, his sons, particularly Sean, who, despite being only a major, has huge influence in the military. So he thinks it's going all together. I actually don't think so. I think the scarf has got a lot going on there. That scarf, Mnangagwa, everywhere he goes to this scarf. I genuinely believe he believes in all these traditional things because in the book of Professor Mtambara, right? He wrote another piece of a story that he said there was a time Mnangagwa took Mugabe into the bush, and this bush there was Mnangagwa's aunt, which means the sister to Mnangagwa's mom. She stayed in the bush, right, in a small little hut. But she said that this woman had the spirit of Nehanda. It means that he really believes in all these traditional things. And you've seen a lot of sangomas around him. I genuinely believe his faith is mainly in this scarf and all the traditional things that he does. Okay. I think that is all these shown there and there. Valerio, then he knows that the aunt is strong. But if when you're believing in what you believe, like I believe in the God that I serve, well, some people are asking me, but aren't you be afraid? I'm like, but I know I'm surrounded. And I've got God on my side. So I'm not afraid of anybody. I will never, because the Bible says, fear not. On his side, is like, no, but I know I believe in what I believe in the traditional that he serves, in the gods that he serves, right? So it's simply two kingdoms fighting, the kingdom of the wicked and the kingdom of light. But now, because we are putting both these kingdoms to test, let's just see who's going to win, y'all. But one thing that I know is when you walk with God, you already won the battle. Is that when you just walk with Yahweh, you already won the battle. So I know that in the end we win. We fight from victory. I cannot put God to test and then he will lose. It's not possible. So yeah, two kingdoms are fighting. And trust me, Christians, you should be celebrating because God is about to show up and he'll show up and restore this country. A new covenant with these people for generations. We cannot serve the devil any longer. We can't suffer this way. This country has to move forward. So yeah, it's exciting. How many people can't wait to see what God is going to do? Because a lot is going to unravel. We're waiting to see what Mnangagwa is going to do. They give him a challenge. You either resign and walk in peace, at least walk with a bit of dignity, or we will do something. Okay, it's simple. So let's see what's going to happen in the next few days. We are watching closely because I'm sure by the end of the week, if this brother doesn't resign, because remember there was a resign now. Okay, when they say resign, means yesterday. If you do not resign, we take action. Okay, I'm like, now here we're talking. So let's see. We are monitoring, see what's going on the streets. And interesting, guys. I thank you because I can see what's going on TikTok. I can see how excited some people. You should never worry about the Barakashi because they're being sent to bastardize the elders and say, no, they're just talking. Do you know what? I've said this many times. when I went to Twitter, that there will come a time when even dirty money fails. There will come a time where dirty money fails those that believe in it. And the season is now. Okay, all your dirty money that you think you can throw to people, no, you can throw and you no longer throwing, nobody wants it. And I just want to say shout out to those that took the cars. There's a possibility that those cars are going to be taken back and be sold out, auction, and money back to the state and fix hospitals. I just can't wait to see this drama unfold in this country. As more drama and more drama and more drama. But I'm really, really super excited. So for those that try to tarnish my name on Twitter, yeah, I depends on that much. Once we start on Facebook, we got that to TikTok. So I'm always everywhere, making sure that everyone is coming through to us to have conversations. Enough. You have the protection. No one is going to be arrested. Remember, they send a strong warning to the police. Don't arrest our people. Do not leave these children alone. Everyone should be able to speak truth into power, which means this is the season in Zimbabwe where you're going to choose sanity over anything else. And I've told you earlier on, I know some of you are worried. Are we inviting 2017 back? I don't think so. What is going on currently is we are head on against criminals. So don't confuse politics and criminals. The two are not the same. Remember, what has been happening over the years, Mnangagwa lost elections, but what did you do? You buy these 2Gs, use them to play all games. So this is not about politics. Politics is bigger than this. It's cleaner than that. That's why the upcoming elections are going to be pristine. Not all this nonsense. Pristine, free, fair, credible election. What you're seeing right now is a war against criminals. And the empire is crumbling down. It's crumbling down. Evil will never last for long. Shut up, Shaggy. Shut up. Shaggy asking me something yesterday. Shut up, Shaggy. Evil never lasts forever, my brother. Evil never lasts forever. That I can tell you. It's time that our people become free and be able to fulfill purpose in peace. Where there's no favor, you use your gifts to do what God has sent you to do. I love you guys. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I can't wait to see you later in the evening. I'll be back. Let's put our heads on this thing. We cannot be played any longer. Zimbabweans, this country is our country. We shall work with our elders, holding hands, and make Zimbabwe great again. I love you, bless you, and bless Zimbabwe. Bye for now. I should have print the thing.